Today I'm going to be demonstrating how I sow root vegetables in the ground using the Jang seeder, which is just an awesome tool. It's really a game changer, and it's helped me to be able to expand the vegetables that I grow. So I'm going to sow some beets here in the ground that I have behind me, and I'm going to use this Jang seeder. I pre-soaked my beets and then I let them dry, and that just helps them to germinate a lot easier. So I'm going to configure this guy right here for the beets. So this Jang seeder is super easy to use. You can just pull it apart and change out this roller here. You can change it out for different size seeds. The beets are pretty big, so I'm going to use a bigger wheel. And then it's got this brush right here that I may or may not need to adjust. In order to get the beet seeds to fall out good. This thing's been a real game changer for me. I used to use the Earthway seeder, but it just would malfunction all the time. Beet seeds go inside. It's got this cool lid here so you can actually use it in the rain. And come down here and take a look, see if I got my brush adjusted. You can see them falling if I do this right. Yeah, see? With the beets, they're really tricky, really odd-shaped seeds. So it's going to have some doubles and it's going to have some misses, but for the most part, it's pretty good. All right, I think that'll work. I don't need to adjust my brush. Put those guys back in there. The next thing I need to adjust is there's a chain in here. And it's got, come close, look at this chart. So it's got this chart on here and it tells you what gears to put in for your spacing. You can go from 1/2 inch all the way up to 20 inches on this thing. So this wheel turns this gear, turns the chain, turns that gear, which turns this gear on the seeder, and that's how that drops the seeds. And then it opens it up with this hoe, opens up the dirt with this hoe, and then closes it with this guy right back here. And then the back wheel compresses the soil around the thing. So I want to do, for the beets, I'm going to do 1.5 inches. So it says the rear gear needs to be 11 and the front gear needs to be 11. So I need 2 11s. So all these gears come with it. The only thing you really got to buy extra is the little the hockey pucks that are in there for the different size seeds, and they have 1,000 of them. I got 2 11s. So number 11. And this part can be a little bit tricky. But you get the hang of it. Just put that in there. Put this in here, and then the tricky part is just lining the gears up to go on there. That's got to go over the spring. So not too bad. Usually goes worse, but and I haven't lost anything on here yet. I don't think anyway. No, I haven't lost anything. One other thing that I like about it is it's got the adjustable handlebar up there. So it is kind of heavy, but they give you this nice handle right here. So I'm actually going to rake this out a little bit. Just a regular landscape rake. And we put down some mushroom compost. It's about a week ago, so it's pretty cloddy. But the nice part about that seeder is it just pushes right through all this stuff. It's so heavy duty. So my bed size is 30 inches wide, and it's nice because you can just hop right over it. And even me, like, I'm pretty short, and I can straddle these rows and I can plant seedlings. I can step over it if I need to go over there. So pretty cool. My paths could be a little bit narrower. These are about 12 inches. I could go down to 6 and still get through here comfortably and do everything that I need to do. And then I'd be able to add a few extra rows here. But if I need my tractor to get in here, I can go ahead and till, and my tractor's that. For my beets, I like to do 4 rows. When I do radishes, I do up to 9 rows. And my turnips, I do 5 rows. Odd numbers are easier to do as far as like spacing out where they are, but you get the hang of that. So I always like to start on the edge. Then I'm gonna, so look at this. So this is what I was talking about. You're able to move this handlebar like this. So every time you switch sides or switch directions, you just unscrew that and move it back and forth. And that's it. One tip, so come here. So like I said, on this, you can see the seeds dropping. When I have the felt pad in there, you can't see them dropping. So like one thing that would be smart to do is to weigh your seeds before and after to make sure that you dropped the amount of seeds that you want. You can usually find, you know, online, I go to Johnny Seeds and they tell you how many seeds per gram, how many seeds per pound, and you can figure out from there where to go. But the last thing we need to do is water this. I have some radishes and turnips that are in this, so we're gonna water that too. I transplanted some leeks down here at the end. Please. All right, so we're gonna cover probably 3 more beds with compost, and I'll be sowing things in there, like I'll be doing more leeks, green onions, and whatnots, and then the rest we're going to cover with wood chips or straw, and we're going to do corn, winter squash, and summer squash. So this is the first time we've ever farmed this land, so I'm going to kind of just use like mostly just big plants that take a lot of space, because most of my time is spent up in the greenhouse, and I could make a lot of money off of this property growing baby greens and root vegetables because they turn over really quickly and they grow really fast. But my focus is on full heads of lettuce. So I hope you liked that video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment sections and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks for watching.